clearly. Firstly, as usual, we're going to begin from a technical angle, fundamental angle to spot and see the fundamental events the market have available to us. So what I can spot right here is that we had some few fundamental events that have taken place already, like the Chinese one, which happened by 2:30 a.m. So what are the remaining fundamentals that we have to be released? The next we have is by 4 p.m. and the next we have is by 10:25 p.m. So looking at all of these, we don't have high fundamental news that tends to give a lot and a lot of momentum to the market. We don't have much of that right here. The fundamental news we have are not those that are going to give a lot of movement to the market, just few movement. So which simply means we should not expect much movement from the market propelled from the fundamental angle. Rather, we should expect more movement from the technical angle. So let's move clearly to the technical side of things. We move to the technical side of things so that we get to see some of the possibilities that we have available in the market, right? Yeah, as usual, I'm going to start from the dollar index. If you can all see my chart clearly, I'd like you to please indicate. We are going to start from the dollar index. And from here, we move forward. So what has been happening on the dollar index? From this angle, I can see clearly that the dollar has been bearish. Now, why is this? Look at from right here, we can see a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, showing us that on the daily time frame, we are currently having and experiencing bullish movement on the dollar, bearish movement rather on the dollar index, showing us that the dollar has been weakening from right here to right here to right here to right here, showing us that we have more momentum to the downside on the dollar index on the 4-hour time. Going down to the 1-hour time frame, we come to spot if we can see more trading opportunities. And what can I see on the 1-hour time frame? Firstly, coming from this angle, I can say that this is the 4-hour structure. But in between the 4-hour structure, we also have the 1-hour structure playing itself. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, all playing out on its own. Also, but after the break of this level right here, I can see that we got a little retest right here, showing us that we can go in for a sell on this trade. So what is currently happening right here? We already have a market broken structure. We already have liquidity as well taken from minutes. So we can see clearly that the market has broken structure right here, which we've gotten a break of structure. We have liquidity taken out from this angle. We turn back at peak liquidity and we got a bigger break of structure to the downside. So what am I expecting from this market? I'm expecting a retracement up onto this level in order for us to continue selling. So we are still going to be strongly bearish on this currency. We're still going to be strongly bearish, but what are we expecting in order for us to sell? Is simply a retracement straight up to this area of resistance and support. Now, why is this a very strong area? It was an area of support that became an area of resistance, and now an area of resistance. We also want the market to come back to this area to give us resistance in order for us to move to the downside. Why? Because the market is currently bearish. So we are currently having a downward momentum on this particular trade and on this particular market. So coming in right here from a 15 minutes time frame, what I want to see clearly here, it's more like the retracement up onto this level in order for us to look for a sell to the downside. So you should expect a retracement on the dollar index that will push up onto that level. And from there, we can then expect a long-term buy or a long-term sell rather on this trade. A retracement that's going to push up to this level. Then we experience long-term sell. So what you are currently spotting here is we've established already that the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame we are bearish. Same thing on the 1 hour. We are just waiting for a retracement in order for us to trade. So we are bearish on the dollar index. a bearish on dollar index. Now, going down to a different currency like the USD, what can we see? We can spot the same kind of movement happening right here, of which if we had come early, we would have easily had capitalized from this movement. We would have easily have capitalized from them. So what can I spot from right here? Let's start off from the higher time frame, which is 4 hours. 4 hours time frame, I can also see that we've had a lot of bearish momentum. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low right here, lower high, and right here, lower low, showing us that we're moving to the downside. Mind you, once USDX is bearish, we expect every other currency that positively correlates with it to also be bearish, like USD CHF, USD CAD. We expect bearish movement from them as well. And once USD is bullish, we expect bullish movement from all the positively correlating currencies. We expect bullish movement. And for all the negatively correlating currencies like GBP USD, we expect sales from them. So having stated this, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. See where we probably would have taken the trade. So from right here, we had this right here, lower low right here, lower high right here, we had the lower low right here, we had lower high, break below here, and we retested. So we would have definitely had taken this out to the downside from this angle right here. Coming down to the 15 minutes, we get to see a lot of clarity on the movement of this market. So that we did have gotten in on a trade right here and sold to the downside, making a lot of profits from this particular move. So we are currently bearish. So what are we expecting right now from this particular trade? We're expecting a retracement before a continuation to the downside. So you should be expecting this market to actually retrace to the top before we continue towards the downside. That is what you should expect from this particular trade. Now, this is GBP Now, GBP has been bullish. Now, why have it been bullish? I already established why. That is simply because the dollar index is bearish. If it's bearish, every other currency like the GBP USD, Euro USD, we expect them to be strongly bullish like this. We expect a lot of bullish momentum and a lot of bullish movement off from them. So I'm going to be strongly bullish on the dollar index. Strongly bullish on the dollar, on GBP USD rather. I'm strongly bullish. Now, what we're currently having is this. We're expecting a retracement in order for us to continue to hold this trade. So same thing on the other currencies. We're also expecting retracement on the other currencies in order for us to keep hold. So what is going to happen? Today is Monday, so it's expected. What you should expect are retracements that's going to happen on some of these currencies in order to capitalize from them and make profits off from them. So what is the next we have to look at? What is the next we have? What is the next thing we have to do? So let's take a very quick look at some other currencies before we call it. Let's take a look at gold. So gold is strongly bullish with a lot of bullish momentum off from it. This is a currency that missed its move today. Else, I would have made a lot of money from this, but I wasn't so attentive. I wasn't so attentive on gold. So, but what can you spot right here? You can notice movement, higher, higher, low, higher, higher, low. If we try to we have liquidity, giving us a low, a break below, a return back to our area in order for us to have taken up this trade. So this is a trade I personally would have capitalized from, but I wasn't active. And this movement started since last. This is a very, very nice movement. Very, very nice movement. So you can see tap into this area, then we started buying. You can look for a buy, but the buy might be short-lived because we're approaching a very strong. So you can look for a buy on gold to that point right there. Going down to the 15 minutes time frame. Same thing I can spot a lot of movement from this. So this is a movement would have actually capitalized from. and made if we're in the market, but we're not. But this is also really nice. So a lot of money would have been made off. So gold is bullish as it stands. Gold is strongly bullish as it stands. Strongly, strongly, strongly bullish. So DJ30, what is currently happening on DJ30 or US30? So US30 has been strongly bullish for a very long time on the 4 hours time frame. From what I can spot from right, it's been strongly bullish, of which we've been having the market create Isaiah lows, Isaiah lows, Isaiah lows, Isaiah. We'll be strongly bullish on this particular currency. If you come down here, you notice that on 4 hour bullish, but 1 hour we are currently bearish on this currency. So you want to trade with a lot of caution. Go down to the 15 minutes to see if I can spot it. I actually can't see any setup on this currency, but we want to trade this cautiously. We want to trade this cautiously. Because 4 hour we're bullish, 1 hour we are bearish. And what is happening is that the 1 hour won't be short-lived. The market will have to come back to move in line with the 4 hours. So I'll just patiently wait. If I should advise you, try to patiently wait for maybe a retest straight up to this area right here. And from here, look for buys towards the top. That is what I'm going to look to continue with this trend. So this is basically it from the market today. We don't have much trade signals out of top one, but I'm sure some were dropped in the morning that have taken the take profit levels already. Who would have capitalized from that already. So this is where we call it a day. The higher time frame gives you an insight on what will happen. That is what it does. It gives you an insight on what is going to happen. That's what it does. So thank you, everybody. So you use the higher time frame to get the directional bias of the market and the lower time frame to enter.